Unless you have been living under a rock for some reason, you probably have heard of the game called Battlebit. It has been taking over the industry by storm over the past week. Battlebit is a low-poly, massive multiplayer FPS supporting 254 players per server and allowing players to battle on a nearly fully destructible map with various vehicles. It recently hit early access and everyone and their brother has been making videos about how this game absolutely destroys AAA games. And we'll of course get into that. I kind of want to talk about why I think Battlebit is so popular in the gaming space today. But some more of the features of Battlebit. We have our primary features according to their Steam page are destructible environments and levelation, exhaustively optimized for high frame rate per second gameplay, which should be relatively easy with such low poly models, proximity-based voice chat for real-time communication with friendlies and with enemies, an enhanced netcode for an FPS game supporting 254 players servers with high tick rate performance. And I gotta say, I've been playing it for something like 6 hours over the past few days, and I have really had an amazing time playing it. Now, of course, there are moments where you can get a little triggered.
You on the heavy? I'm on a minigun, dude.
Yeah, I am too. I can't see anything, but I can't. This guy's gonna fuck us. I can't shoot. Oh, we're going down. Another one right in front of us. I bailed. We're on fire.
On our left.
Alright, try and stay up. We have a friendly APC. And it's instantaneously smoking. No, I'm dead. Do we have a team? Like, where are our team?
Complaining about everything?
No, I don't. I don't have voice chat on.
Oh, they're like, you fucking spawn on us and complain about this is the best spawn, or like their teammates are like flaming each other.
But there's also plenty of good moments sprinkled in there as well.
So wait for me.
Oh, fuck. That tank just absolutely fucked up that van, dude. Holy shit. Oh god, another tank bulling down the road. Oh, just absolutely clobbered it. And truly, Battlebit really reminds me of a sort of Battlefield mixed with Squad. There's sort of elements from both, and they're combined together in what I think is an incredibly fun gameplay loop. At the time of recording this video, Battlebit has over 55,000 players currently in-game on Steam, which is truly outstanding for a game that essentially looks like a paid version of Roblox. But I can assure you this game is much more. With that being said though, there are tons of other videos online that discuss Battlebit and are essentially reviews, and that's not what I want this video to be. I want this video to be my own 2 cents, as it were, take on why Battlebit is so popular and why it's struck such a chord with so many gamers in today's current climate. Over the past year, really, we've seen a lot of big AAA developers that have been essentially pumping out garbage. Everything from DICE pumping out just completely broken Battlefield games on launch, which to be fair have been mostly rectified. You would think that a multi-billion-dollar company would have a little bit better handle on developing video games for the masses. Not to mention other FPS games like Call of Duty continue to pump out essentially the same version of the game, just with less content, it feels like, every single time. And I think that's where Battlebit really strikes a nerve with a lot of people. The game is low poly. It doesn't look insanely graphically intense like games of today. But what the game lacks in, I guess you could say, graphic fidelity, it makes up for with a fun gameplay loop. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do in the game. There's a lot of weapons, there's a lot of customization, there's a ton of different maps, there's a lot of different destructive options that you can do to blast holes in places that you might need to get through. I mean, there's all sorts of cool things, not to mention vehicles, different class systems, all kinds of cool stuff that's in this game. And it feels like these things actually work. They're actually fleshed out relatively well, and the actual core gameplay loop is fun. A lot of FPS games nowadays, I feel like they're kind of like boring. They're just kind of boring gameplay loops. They don't have a lot going on. They don't have much going for them, but the one thing they can say is that they have extremely nice graphics. And honestly, I would be totally okay with sacrificing some of those graphics for a game that is actually fun to play and that is actually rewarding. Now, the game is kind of grindy. There are still some bugs. There are a lot of times where you just spawn in and instantly die. I mean, it's by no means a polished game. But in the age of putting everything on early access and having a live service game where you essentially release half of the game for $70, I'm looking at you, EA. You release half of the game for $70, and then over the course of the next 6 months to a year, you slowly start to get the full game for what you paid. It just seems kind of ridiculous why companies can't just make a solid game and charge us the amount of money. And of course I understand that, you know, these companies are putting in more and more and more and more money into games. I mean, games used to be $60, now they're going for $70. They feel like they're skimping out on a lot of features and a lot of content just so that they can release it as live service updates. It just doesn't really make any sense. But Battlebit is different than all those because the game content is here. There is more content coming down the pipeline, of course, but the game's content is here. And it's also only $15. I think that is a completely reasonable price. I mean, for the amount of game that you get, the amount of fun that you can have, you truly get a lot for $15. And I mean, $15 is not a lot of money by any means for a game. And there are a lot of games that have a lot less to offer than what Battlebit has for a lot more money. And I think that that's a breath of fresh air for a lot of people in the space because a lot of games in the FPS genre have just been kind of milquetoast and just kind of feel gross. It is going into early access, of course. It's going into early access, but you know, for $15 and you're getting this much content, it's just so much of a breath of fresh air. And I think that that's what a lot of people see in this game. And I think that's where a lot of people want the industry to go, honestly. I've been having an absolute blast playing it. And really, I can't recommend the game enough for anyone who just wants to kind of get into it. There are some weird nuances to it, though. It's not perfect, like I said. And, you know, you will find yourself sort of dying really quickly. I mean, the time to die is super quick. I mean, it really is super quick. So you want to play the game like Battlefield and rush in and do a bunch of cool crazy shit and shoot a bunch of people, but it really doesn't work like that. You kind of have to play a little bit more slowly and methodically. It's kind of weird because it plays a little bit faster than a game like Squad, but it also plays a little bit slower than a game like Battlefield. So it's definitely an interesting game. I can't wait to play more of it. And if you guys like seeing this kind of content, go ahead and leave me a comment, leave a like on the video. I'll try to get more Battlebit content out to you guys. You know, might as well strike while the iron's hot, as they say. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for listening to my opinions on Battlebit, however insignificant they may be. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Careful, dude. They're all over the fucking place. Oh, come over here. Come into cover. I'm gonna heal you.
I'm nading it.
Oh shit! Oh, that was so friendly. No, it wasn't! God, that guy fucked us up. You good, Chuck?
Can you execute people?
Can you execute people? I don't think so. I'm not gonna climb in there with all you fuckers.
I'll check how much ammo's in my mag.
You hit H. Got one on the roof. Oh, dude, I'm almost out of ammo.
I can't see him.
Oh, I just headshotted that guy.
I have 5 bullets.
Oh, those are teammates. Careful, this is where their spawn is at. Oh shit, nade. Oh, they're up there with us, Shook.